Welcome to the Sober Living Stories podcast. This podcast is dedicated to sharing stories of sobriety. We shine a spotlight on individuals who have faced the challenges of alcoholism and addiction and are today living out their best lives sober. Each guest has experienced incredible transformation and are here to share their story with you. I'm Jessica Stipanovic, your host. Join me each week as guests from all walks of life share their stories to inspire and provide hope to those who need it most. Welcome to the Sober Living Stories podcast. My name is Jessica Stipanovic, and I'll be your host. Each week, we talk to people who have overcome alcoholism or addiction and have experienced incredible transformation in their lives. This show is for you if you're sober curious, living an alcohol-free lifestyle, or love someone who struggles with addiction. I promise you will leave feeling better understood, hopeful, and inspired to make positive change in your own life. Each year, millions of individuals lose their lives to drug and alcohol addiction. Together, we have the power to help rewrite those numbers. This summer, I celebrated 18 years of sobriety and made a decision to no longer be silent about my recovery and to create a platform where others can speak out loud so that other people don't have to suffer in silence. My reasons for creating the Sober Living Stories podcast is twofold. One, I'm a writer by trade. I recently completed my own addiction memoir. It was really easy for me to pour my story onto the pages of a book. Yet I knew that that book's message wasn't going to mean anything if nobody could hear it. So originally, my idea for launching this podcast was to help launch the message of my book into the world. Yet it turned into so much more. The response from people willing to share their sobriety stories was immediate, and it has not stopped yet. I have been interviewing from day one. Each person shares an inside look at alcoholism and addiction and how they took their most difficult moments and turned them into lessons that uplift and inspire. The powerful message is this: no matter where you are in your sobriety journey, it is never too late to reclaim your life and rewrite your story. Secondly, I have been so inspired by the virtual sobriety community like Sober Motivation, the Happiest Sober podcast, Sober Vibes, and Sober Dave, who courageously show up on a daily basis and speak their truths so that somebody else can get well. So tune in each Tuesday to the Sober Living Stories podcast for inspiring and uplifting episodes on how to live out your best life sober. Follow the link in the show notes for your free 7-day happiness challenge, a mini workbook delivered straight to your inbox with 7 days of daily habits to help you create the best version of you. You can also visit me at www.jessicastipanovic.com. That's STIPANOVIC.com, and sign up for my 321 on a personal note newsletter. This will be for weekly updates on new episodes, free resources, and to be eligible for our featured Author of the Month book giveaway. Follow me on Instagram to stay connected during the week at Jessica Stipanovic and also at Sober Living Stories. Thank you for tuning into the Sober Living Stories podcast. If you have been inspired, consider subscribing and sharing with anyone who could use hope in their lives. Remember to stay tuned for more inspiring stories in the episodes to come. To view our featured Author of the Month or to become a guest yourself, visit www.jessicastipanovic.com.